Hi, I'm Anne. Welcome to Integral Yoga, Stage 1 for beginners. Yoga is a system which unites the mind, the body and the breath. It gives you a feeling of peace from within. Integral Yoga is a fully integrated system which includes postures or asanas, pranayama or breathing techniques, a deep relaxation practice called Yoga Nidra, and meditation, dhyan. Yoga dates back to the 9th or 10th centuries in India. It is probably a lot older because the traditions were passed down by word of mouth. The Yoga Sutras was an ancient yoga text written by Patanjali in the ancient Sanskrit language. Now the breath is the key to linking the mind, the body, the emotions and the inner self. Practice yoga and you'll become flexible, focused yet relaxed. Also lively and energetic. Perhaps you could lose weight or revitalise internal organs and systems. So yoga helps to quieten the mind and helps you to be in the present moment. You may wish to do all of this lesson or pick parts to do if you have time constraints. You will need a yoga mat to provide support for the postures, a blanket or a throw rug to put over yourself in the deep relaxation practice, and a couple of cushions will help your meditation posture. It's advisable to practice yoga on an empty stomach, so allow at least an hour before you begin your practice. Take it at your own pace. Yoga is completely non-competitive. If you feel tired or any discomfort at all, come into one of the relaxation poses and rest. Mastery of a pose comes when you can focus on the breath within the posture, keeping the breath calm and steady, and feeling as if your awareness is totally within the body. Before doing any yoga practices, perform Shavasana, the deep relaxation, which is one of the poses which we will go through. Are you ready to begin? Let's start with Shavasana, the corpse pose, a shorter relaxation. Now this pose relaxes the mind and body, which then allows the vital energy called prana to move throughout the body. And so when the mind and body are relaxed, the effectiveness of the postures is increased. So assuming the corpse pose, Shavasana, making sure that the body is in a straight line, lying on your back, the spinal column is straight, and the legs are slightly apart with the feet flopping outwards, ankles are relaxed. The palms of the hands are facing upwards, with the thumb and first finger gently touching. This just closes the energy circuit. Make sure that you're completely comfortable and then try to remain steady. Closing the eyes gently and allow yourself to take a deep breath through the nostrils and breathing out fully through the nostrils. Again, another deep breath. Breathe right up to the collarbones and breathing out fully right down to the coccyx bone. And starting to follow the flow of the natural breath. Follow the flow of the breath in the nostrils. By following the breath flow, you're starting to relax the mind and body to deeper levels. Now feeling the awareness at the back of the head and the floor, the meeting point. Feel this meeting point become heavier, as if you're breathing into this meeting point. The whole head is sinking, melting, and letting go. Take the awareness to the shoulder blades in the floor, feeling this meeting point become heavier, letting go. Awareness of the elbows and the floor, letting go there, and the backs of the hands and the floor, relaxing the buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, and the heels and the floor, feeling all of these meeting points between the body and the floor, feeling these meeting points, letting go. The whole body is sinking, melting, becoming heavier. Now imagine a wave of relaxation moving through the crown of the head. Bring this wave through to the forehead. Relax the forehead from the inside, letting go of tension there. And relaxing behind the eyes. This wave of relaxation moves throughout all of the facial muscles. The whole head is letting go. And bringing this wave of relaxation through to the base of the neck. Relaxing the tops of the shoulders, the upper arms, lower arms, hands and fingers. Relaxing the chest area, the abdomen, pelvic area and the hips. Relaxing the right hip, left hip, all of the pelvic area. The upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. Relaxing the backs of the legs, the right buttock, left buttock, and the coccyx bone, small of the back, and the navel. Relaxing the right side of the back, the left side of the back, and letting go of the whole spinal column, sinking, melting. Relax the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, center, back of the neck, back of the head, and again the crown of the head and the forehead. Relaxing the right temple, the left temple, behind the right eyebrow, behind the left eyebrow, and relaxing the eyebrow center, letting go there. Relaxing the right ear, the left ear, the right eye, left eye, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, the upper lip, lower lip, meeting point between the lips, the teeth, tongue and jaw. Make sure the jaw is not gritted together. Relaxing all of the facial muscles, the whole head is letting go. Bring the awareness to the throat area. Relax the right collarbone and the left collarbone, center of the collarbones. Relax the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, center of the chest, the diaphragm, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, navel, right hip, left hip, pelvic area, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. Relaxing the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together, the torso and the head, both legs, both arms, torso and head, legs, arms, torso, head, legs, arms, torso, head. Relax the whole body, whole body, whole body. Each and every part fully relaxed, whole body melting and sinking into the floor. Now for a short while, take the awareness to the breath in the nostrils. Feel the breath ascend along the nostrils to the eyebrow centre, and from the eyebrow centre down to the nostrils, like an inverted V shape. Feel the breath in the nostrils, and counting this breath down from 12. I'm aware I'm breathing in. I'm aware I'm breathing out. 12. I'm aware I'm breathing in. I'm aware I'm breathing out. 11. Continue counting each and every breath down to 0 with full awareness. If you miss a breath, go back to 12. Continue. Now discontinue the breath awareness and feeling the awareness within the meeting points between the body and the floor. Feeling all of these meeting points simultaneously. Back of the head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, elbows and the floor, backs of the hands and the floor, the buttocks and the floor, calves and the floor, heels and the floor. Feeling all of these meeting points simultaneously and feeling as if the whole body is hardly touching the floor, as if these meeting points are hovering slightly above the floor, feeling as if the whole body is very light and relaxed. Imagine an outline drawn around the body, an outline. Feel the body expand past this outline in all directions all at once. And so feel the body expanding past the outline. Feel the body becoming wider and taller all at once. The whole body is expanding. And now feel these meeting points between the body and the floor become heavier, as if the whole body is sinking, melting, and letting go. Have a quick vision of the body from above. Notice the body from above in the Shavasana posture, the corpse pose, and noticing the expression on your face, the position of the hands, position of the feet, colour of the clothing, colour of the mat, the colour of the carpet. Your body from above. And now feel the awareness within the body. Feel the body as a whole. Each and every part is fully relaxed. If there's any areas of remaining tension, use the breath to breathe into those areas as you exhale, letting go from the inside. And again, feeling the whole body resting on the floor, whole body fully relaxed. And bring yourself back to the present, becoming aware of where you are and what you're doing. Allow yourself to take a deep breath through the nose and breathing out fully and wiggling the toes, moving the feet and ankles from side to side, moving the legs from side to side, wiggling the fingers, move the hands and arms from side to side, rolling the head from side to side,
And then breathing in, stretch the arms up above the head, a full inhalation. And breathing out, flop the hands down by the side. Again, breathing in and stretch the whole body, fingertips to the toes. And breathing out, flopping the hands down by the side.
Anti-gastric postures. A healthy digestive and eliminative system are absolutely fundamental to good physical and mental health. So this series of postures works into internal organs and processes, bringing them into balance. Now, besides alleviating constipation and indigestion, the series also helps to awaken the pranic energy or the vital energy. So let's start the anti-gastric series. We'll move into the first posture. So lying down on your back with your knees up to the chest and interlocking the ankles. Place the hands on the knees and making some rotations. And so you're squeezing the knees up to the chest and around. You're also massaging across the sciatic nerve, across the tops of the buttocks. Now we're starting to release some blockages to the free flow of vital energy or prana. And just bringing the knees back to the center and opposite direction. Rotating, massaging. And then bringing the knees back to the center, stretching the legs up into the air, palms of the hands on the floor. And slow bicycling. And so you're bringing the feet right down towards the floor and you're stretching them right up towards the ceiling. Now try to keep the awareness within the body. And so we're working into the ankles, the knees, the hips. And reversing, keeping the coordination. And relaxing the legs down. Now cupping the hands in a little basket behind the back of the head, trying to keep the shoulders and the elbows flat on the floor. As you inhale, bring the knees up to the chest and breathing out, dropping the knees to the right as your head looks to the left. Breathing in, bring the knees to the center and breathing out, knees to the left, head to the right. Continue. And do 5 of these on each side. And so we're massaging the internal organs from a slightly different angle. Again, loosening up all of the torso. And just feel as if gravity is doing the work. Just relax from the hips. As if gravity is very gentle. And then when you've completed, bring the knees back to the center and legs come back down onto the floor. And going on to the single leg cycles. And so 10 cycles. So you're keeping the feet off the floor and you're bringing the knee right up towards the chest so that it becomes a full cycling movement. Again, we're working into the lower abdomen and the back. Feeling the sensations you're creating. And then reversing 10 cycles in the opposite direction. Same leg. Now, if you can't complete 10, then just do your best, as many as you can achieve. And going on to the left leg, 10 cycles with the left leg. Try to keep the breathing slow and steady, feeling what you're doing. Remembering if the awareness wanders outside the body, bring it back to the practice and reversing 10 cycles, backwards cycling, feeling what you're doing. And relaxing the legs down. Now bring both legs together as if they're tied at the ankles and knees, and cycling with both legs 5 in one direction. Again, we're strengthening the abdominal muscles. So pressing down with the hands, using the hands to support. Now opposite direction 5 times. And then relaxing the legs down. Inhaling, raise the right leg straight up into the air and just take that foot out to the side and around. Scribe a circle. And so with these leg rotations, you're aiming to mobilize the hip. Do 10 in one direction. Gradually trying to increase the size of the circles. Feeling what you're doing. Again, mobilizing the hip. And then bringing the foot back to the center. Keep the leg in the air and opposite direction. 10 rotations. Now, it's said that many meridians, many channels of energy run through the hip, which actually affect the digestive system. And so we're loosening this whole area. And when you've completed, relax that leg down. Just relax the top of the thigh. Inhaling, raise the left leg up into the air. And again, take the foot out to the side and around. 10 rotations. Sometimes you might feel that one hip is slightly stiffer than the other. Again, just working within your own sense of well-being, within your own capacity. You can keep the rotation smaller. Bring the foot back to the center, opposite direction. So 10 in this direction. Feeling what you're doing. Feeling the sensations within the body. If the mind wanders away, just bring it back to the body. Relax that leg down. Now, bringing both legs together, and as if they were tied at the ankles and knees, raise them both upwards. Press down with the hands and 5 rotations in one direction. Again, you can increase the size of the circles if you wish. Then bring the feet to the center and 5 rotations in the opposite direction. Just working within your own capacity. And then relax the legs down. And breathing in, stretching the arms up above the head, stretch from the hips to the shoulders. And breathing out, flopping the hands down by the side. Okay, we're going to go on to some leg lock postures. Bend the right leg at the knee, interlock the fingers around the right knee. And breathing in first through the nose. Now breathing out fully through the nose. Hold the breath out and bring the head up to the knee and squeeze the body together like a sponge. Breathing in, bringing the head back. We'll do a total of 5. Breathing out first. Make sure all the air has left. And then bring the head up to the knee and squeeze the body together, breathing in, bringing that head back. Again, a full exhalation. Head comes up to the knee and squeezing. We're squeezing mainly into the liver on the right. Breathing in, bringing the head back. Again, 2 more times, breathing out. Head comes up and squeezes and breathing in, bring the head back. 1 more time. When you've completed, relax the right leg down and bend the left leg at the knee, interlock the fingers. Again, 5 single leg locks. Breathe in first and breathing out fully with the breath held out. Head comes up to the knee, or you can bring it slightly on the inside of the knee to increase the stretch. Breathing in, bring the head back. Again, breathing out fully. Head comes up and squeezes. We're working mainly into the pancreas on the left. It's important to drink lots of water because we're squeezing internal organs. We're releasing toxins. And 1 more. And relaxing the leg down. So we'll go on to the half shoulder pose. Bring the feet up close to the buttocks, as close as you can get, with the feet flat on the floor. Just place the hands, palms down near the heels. Now the knees are 1 foot apart. Breathing in first, hold the breath in. And raising the hips up towards the ceiling, extend them upwards. Awareness is at the pit of the throat. Hold the breath in. And breathing out, bringing the posture down. Again, breathing in first, hold the breath in. And coming up into the half shoulder pose, close the eyes, take the awareness to the pit of the throat, focusing there. And breathing out. 3 more times. So in this pose, we're working into the thyroid, the parathyroid. We're balancing the metabolism within the body. You can just hold this pose for as long as you wish. And then when you need to breathe out, bringing it down. 1 more time. When you've completed, relax the legs down. And taking the awareness to the navel. And so bring both knees up towards the chest, interlocking the fingers around the knees, the double leg lock. Awareness is at the navel, just behind the navel, level with the spine. Breathe in first. And breathing out fully. With the breath held out, bring the head up to the knees and squeeze the body together. Awareness at the navel. Breathing in, bring the head back. 4 more times. Squeezing like a sponge. Remember to focus at the navel. Keep the breath held out. When you've completed, relaxing the legs down. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more postures in this section. The first one is called rolling along the spine. Be very careful with this posture if you have any spinal problems. So coming up into the sitting position and crossing the legs over. hold on to each foot, and then as you breathe out, roll back along the spine. As you breathe in, come up and leaning over. Again, as you breathe out, rocking back, and as you breathe in, coming up and leaning over. We'll do 2 more. Breathing out and breathing in. Try to feel each vertebrae. And then lying down on your back, ready for the last pose, which is called the boat pose. So with this pose, we're going to be working into the pelvic floor. Place the hands palms down on top of the thighs. And taking a deep breath, hold the breath in. Raise the head and the feet off the floor and line up the fingertips with the toes and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold, and relax. Just let the feet roll out, the palms face upwards. This time place the fists on top of the thighs. Breathe in first. Hold the breath in, come up into the boat and tense the face, the arms, the legs, the feet. Hold that tension, hold it, hold, and relax. Again, fists on top of the thighs, breathing in first. Hold the breath in, come up into the boat, line up the fists with the toes and tense every muscle you can think of, knees, thighs, fingers, face. Hold that tension, hold it, hold, and relax. Just let everything go. Allow yourself to take a deep breath and breathing out fully. Backward and forward bending postures. These postures are for stretching and toning the spine and abdominal muscles. The nerves along the back are stretched, adding to flexibility. If the back is tense, often poor health can develop. And so practice these postures gently, without any force. Gradually, the back will become more flexible. Now moving on to your stomach, ready for some backward bending postures. Just let the big toes touch with the ankles flopping outwards. And then just bring your arms down by the side with the palms facing upwards. And then just relax the head and neck down. Turn your head to the opposite side. And then bring the chin onto the floor and bring the forearms and elbows in front, ready for the Sphinx pose. Tuck the chin down, placing the forehead on the floor. As you breathe in, coming up into the Sphinx pose, feel the stretch in the upper back. As you breathe out, return the forehead to the floor. Again, as you breathe in, coming up into the Sphinx pose. And breathing out, synchronize the movement with the breath. Do 3 more. Breathing in. And breathing out through the nose. And then just turn the head to the side, relax the arms down by the side. And turn the head to the opposite side, relax the shoulders and neck. And bringing the chin onto the floor again, interlock the fingers behind the back, ready for the snake pose. As you breathe in, hold the breath in, raise the chin and push back with the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you breathe out, the chin comes down, relax the hands. Again, as you breathe in, coming up into the snake pose. And breathing out. Do 3 more.
And again, relax head to the side, arms down by the side. Turn the head to the opposite side. And bring the chin onto the floor, ready for the cobra. So place the hands just under the shoulders and tuck the forehead down onto the floor. Now, as you breathe in, bring the chest right up into the cobra pose. Just relax the buttocks, let the hips relax, press the elbows down to the floor. And then as you breathe out, slowly, with the breath, roll down. Again, as you breathe in, coming up into the cobra. If it's too steep, just bring the hands slightly forward. And then as you breathe out, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling down with the breath. Continue. Breathing in. Coming into the cobra, take the awareness to the eyebrow center for a few seconds, directly behind the eyebrows. And as you breathe out, rolling down with the breath. Again, breathing in. Holding the posture, just relax whilst in the posture. Breathing out. One more time. Awareness behind the eyebrows, center of the head. And as you breathe out, navel, then chest, and finally forehead. Roll the head to the side, arms down by the side. Relax the whole spine. Roll the head to the opposite side. And again, bring the chin onto the floor, hands under the shoulders, pushing up onto the hands and knees, and sitting right back on the heels in pose of the moon, the counter pose. Now you can just separate the knees to get the chest a bit lower. Imagine that you're breathing a golden beam of light through the navel center. And breathing in, coming up into the kneeling pose and stretching the legs out in front, ready for some forward bending. Bring the right foot up towards the thigh, as high up as you can get, and placing both hands on top of the knee. Now breathing in first. As you breathe out, hinging from the hip, see if you can hold on to your ankle, and when you're there, breathe in. As you breathe out, lever the body down. Just be careful, no force. And then breathing in, come back again. Once more, breathing in first. As you breathe out, levering from the hip like a hinge. When you're there, breathe in. Use the exhalation to lower the body. Keep the breath held out for a few seconds. And breathing in, come back. Again, breathing out. When you're there, breathe in. And breathing out fully. Breathing in, come back. This time we're going to do 5 breaths whilst we're in the pose. So breathe in first. And breathing out, coming down into the head to knee pose. And 5 breaths, deep breaths. And then breathing in, coming back and going on to the other side. So the other foot comes into the thigh. Again, the head to knee pose. Breathing in first and breathing out, coming down, holding the ankle. See if the elbows can touch the floor. When you're there, breathe in. Use the exhalation to lower the body. And breathing in, come back. Again, breathing out fully, hinging from the hips. Then breathe in. And exhale fully. And breathing in, come back. Again, breathing out. And breathing in. And lowering the back as you exhale. Breathing in, come back. This time, 5 breaths. Breathing in. Exhale fully. And 5 deep breaths through the nose. And then breathing in, coming back, and bring both feet together, the back stretch, both hands on the knees. Breathe in first. As you breathe out, hinging down. When you're there, breathing in. Exhale fully. And breathing in, coming back. Again, breathing out. When you're there, breathe in. Use the exhalation to lever the body down a little bit more. Breathing in, come back. Once more, breathing out. And breathing in. Exhaling, lever the body, relax the lower back. And breathing in, come back. This time, 5 breaths, breathing in. And exhaling down. 5 breaths. Use the exhalations to relax the body. And breathing in, coming back.
Spinal poses from the kneeling posture called Thunderbolt pose. In this series, we'll be improving the flexibility of the spine, and we'll also practice a new relaxation posture called Pose of the Moon, which is a counter pose for the back bending postures and should be done after them. So coming into a kneeling pose, or the Thunderbolt pose, we're going to move on to some spinal poses. Now the first pose is called the cat pose. So coming onto your hands and knees with the hands just under the shoulders and the knees are just under the hips. So as you breathe in, drop the back and look up towards the eyebrow centre. As you breathe out through the nose, arch the back up like an angry cat and contract the pelvic floor. Hold that contraction as you breathe in, dropping the back and looking up towards the eyebrow centre. Breathing out, arching the back, contract the pelvic floor, and 3 more times. Breathing in, looking up to the eyebrow centre. You can keep the eyes closed. And breathing out, arch the back. See if you can feel the spine moving in both directions. And then coming back into the neutral position and bring the hands slightly forward, ready for the tiger pose. Now shift the weight onto the left knee, and as you breathe out, bring the right knee towards the head. Just tip the head down. As you breathe in, the head and the foot come up together. Again with the breath. Breathing out, synchronize it, knee comes to the forehead, and breathing in, foot and head come up at the same time.
3 more times. Breathing out and breathing in. Synchronize it with the breath. When you've completed 5, shift onto the other knee and 5 more times. Breathing out and breathing in. Head and foot come up together and breathing out. 4 more times. And then sitting back on the heels and moving into pose of the moon. So just letting the forehead come onto the floor. Now you can separate the knees if you wish to get the chest a bit lower. Again, taking the awareness to the navel center. Feel as if you're breathing some golden light through the navel. In coming back up into the kneeling pose, we're going to move on to a dynamic version of the Thunderbolt pose. So we're in the Thunderbolt pose now. We're going to be raising the arms upwards and inhaling. And as you exhale, the hands and the head touch the floor at the same time. Again, as you breathe in, coming up and stretching up, and breathing out, just bring the hands down onto the knees. Again, breathing in, hands come up, stretch it, bring that stretch down onto the floor. Again, breathing into the stretch and breathing out, bring the hands onto the knees. Do 3 more rounds. Synchronize it with the breath. Breathing in as you come up and breathing out, hands come onto the knees. 2 more times. Just close your eyes. Focus on the breath. Energy block postures. This series is ideal for removing toxins from the body. The postures are particularly effective in harmonizing the endocrine system or the hormonal system. So this dynamic series will regulate the different activities within the body. They're also very good for relieving muscular tension and depression. We'll also be learning a new relaxation pose called Pose of the Child. Okay, so in this series, the Shakti Bandha postures or the energy block series, we're working into the endocrine system, harmonizing the hormonal system. So the first pose is called rowing the boat. Breathing in, looping the hands up near the ears, and breathing out, coming forward. Breathing in, leaning back, and breathing out, coming forward. So again, you can choose how far you wish to go back and how far you wish to come forward. Synchronizing the movement with the breath. Just focusing on the breath. There's a slightly more dynamic posture. If you can't complete 10, just do however many you wish. And then reversing again 10 times. And then interlocking the hands ready for churning the mill. Now just imagine a large circular vat and you're trying to get to the edges. Breathing in, coming back, and breathing out, coming forward. Again, you can choose how far forward, how far to the sides, how far you lean back. So do 10 of these in one direction. Breathing out as you come forward, breathing in as you come back. You're also working into the abdominal area, strengthening this section. And then reversing 10 times. Breathing in as you come back, breathing out as you come forward, churning the mill. Try to keep the feet relatively close together. And then coming back to the neutral position and coming into the salute pose. So some people are on the balls of the feet. Other people can sit back on the heels. Just find a balanced position with the arms on the inside of the knees. Hands are in the prayer position with the thumbs overlapped. And then breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest, looking up to the eyebrow center. And breathing out, tuck the chin down, touch the floor. Again, breathing in, coming up. And breathing out. Breathing in, feeling the upper back muscles. And breathing out. Do a total of 10. Just relaxing the upper back. Two more. And then interlock the fingers and coming up into the standing position. Just bring the feet a little bit further apart. The knees are soft, ready to chop some wood. Now we're going to be breathing out of the mouth and breathing in the nose. So breathing in and breathing out. Continue. Let all the air out. 10 times. This posture is very good for anger release. And then just coming down into the kneeling pose, the thunderbolt pose again, and just take a deep breath. And breathing out fully. And just starting to follow the flow of the breath. Just closing the eyes and moving on to the hissing breath, which looks a little funny, but cools down the brain. So what you do is you clench the teeth together slightly and you breathe in through the teeth and then you breathing out the nose. Let's try it. Breathing in. And breathing out the nose. Slow the breath down. Imagine that you're cooling the brain. And do a total of 10. Slow the breath.
One more. And coming forward into another relaxation pose, pose of the child. Hands near the feet, forehead on the floor. And just let the shoulders roll down and breathing through the navel, a golden beam of light. So we'll go on to some triangle stretch poses. We'll do 3 variations of the triangle pose. So just bring your feet out into a triangle with the legs and then bring the right hand up under the armpit. Now breathe in first. As you breathe out, slide the hand down the leg, however far it will go, no force. And then breathing in, come back to the center, bring that hand right up to the armpit. As you breathe out, bring the other hand down. Try to keep the body square to the front. As you breathe in, coming back up. And breathing out, stretching along the side of the body. Continue breathing in as you come up and breathing out as you go down. Do 5 in each side. Keep breathing through the nose. Doesn't matter how far you slide down the leg. And then coming back to the start position, the next variation. So as you breathe out, sliding down, but bring the arm over to the ear. And then as you breathe in, the arms come out to the side. As you breathe out, the arm comes against the ear and breathing in, coming up to the center. Continue 5 on each side. Synchronize the movement with the breath. And then coming back up again, going into the 3rd variation, as you breathe out, sliding the hand down, but bringing the other arm to a vertical position. Look up at the hand. Breathing in, bring the arms to the side. And breathing out, looking up at the opposite hand. Try to keep the arm vertical. Breathing in, coming back up. Doesn't matter where the hand slides to, maybe the shin or the ankle or perhaps the floor. Breathing in. 5 on each side. Try to feel the chest turning out slightly as well. And then coming back and just bring the feet underneath the hips and going on to the equal pose. Just standing with the arms hanging down freely at the side. And just feel as if the head is being pulled upwards like a puppet on a string, yet the shoulders are relaxed. Feel the weight on the feet, not too far forward, not too far back, not too far to the right, not too far to the left. So this is called the equal pose. We'll go into the hand stretching pose. So just closing the eyes and then breathing in, palms come up, and breathing out, they come down in front. Again, breathing in, stretching the hands, and breathing out. Synchronize it with the breath. Continue. This is a very calming pose. Feel as if the breath is becoming part of the movement, or the movement is becoming part of the breath, synchronizing. And then a slight variation. As you breathe in, palms come up to the side, and breathing out, the palms come down, just overlap them at the front.
Again, breathing in, palms come up, stretching fully, and breathing out, bringing them down with the breath. Keep breathing through the nose. We'll do 2 more. And then opening the eyes and just bring the hands into the prayer position. We'll go on to a balance pose. So just shift the weight onto your left foot and just take the right foot against the calf. Now you can just pick a point on the wall or on the floor in front of you and keep pulling up from the knee muscle. Go on to the opposite side, so shifting the weight onto the other foot. And completing. Now, Salute to the Sun is a complete practice all in itself. It loosens up stiff muscles and joints in the body, inducing a more active and vigorous lifestyle. Internal organs are massaged and vitality is restored, both physically and mentally. So we'll start with some preparation postures for Salute to the Sun, and we'll proceed on to doing 2 rounds. Gradually you can build up to about 4 rounds at beginner level. Okay, so we're going to do some Salute to the Sun rounds, but before we do, we'll do some preparation postures for Salute to the Sun. So the first posture is called the Striking Cobra. So coming into the kneeling position and then sliding forward as you breathe in, coming into the Cobra, and then as you breathe out, sitting back on the heels in the Thunderbolt. Again, as you breathe in, coming into the Striking Cobra, and breathing out, sitting back. Do a total of 5. Breathing in. And sitting back as you breathe out. Continue. And just resting in pose of the moon. Coming onto the hands and knees, bringing the right foot between the hands. Now, just feeling this working into your hip flexor. So it's called the equestrian pose. It's like a lunge. From here, we'll try the crescent moon. So as you breathe in, bring the arms up. It's a crescent moon from the tips of the fingers to the toes. Breathing out, bring the hands down and the head faces down. Do 5. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. And then just bring the left foot forward, placing it between the hands. Just feel that hip flexor. Just be careful that you don't overstretch it. And then 5 crescent moons. Breathing in. And breathing out. So you get a nice long stretch along the back, preparing for Salute to the Sun. 2 more times. foot back. And then just place the feet at the end of your mat so that they're on the floor. Coming up into the summit pose. So push back on the heels, tuck the chin right down and lock into the posture. So you're locking your elbows, your wrists, you're lengthening the legs and the arms, and you're pushing the heels down. As you breathe in, come up onto the balls of the feet. As you breathe out, the heels come down. Feel that stretch. Again, breathing in through the nose and breathing out. Do 3 more. I'm just holding the stretch for a few breaths. Slow, deep breathing. One more breath. And then coming back into the thunderbolt and then into pose of the moon. Relax. Again, feeling the golden light, breathing it through the navel center. And breathing in, coming back up into the kneeling position. And so we'll try 2 rounds of salute to the sun. You can gradually move on to more rounds as you progress. Probably at beginner level you'd be wanting to do at least 4 rounds. So coming up into the standing pose. Now you just need to come to the front of your mat. Take the hands into the prayer position at the chest and the feet are just under the hips. And so from here we breathe in and arch the back and arms. And breathing out, we need to touch the floor, even if you have to bend your knees. As you breathe in, slide the right foot back into the equestrian, and then breathing out to the summit. Continue to breathe out and drop the knees, the chest, and the chin. This is called pose of 8 limbs, a bit like a lizard. Breathing into the cobra. Breathing out to the summit, lock in. As you breathe in, left foot steps forward, knee goes on the floor, look up at the eyebrow center. As you breathe out, a forward bend. Breathing in and arching and breathing out back to the prayer position at the chest. That's half a round. Let's do the other half. Breathing in, arching. Breathing out, touching the floor. This time, as you breathe in, the left foot steps back, knee goes straight onto the floor. Then, breathing out into the summit. Continue to breathe out and drop the knees, the chest, and the chin. Breathing into the cobra. Breathing out to the summit. As you breathe in, right foot steps forward, eyebrow center with the awareness. Breathing out, the forward bend. Breathing in and arching. And breathing out, come back to the prayer position. Now we'll do 1 more round. This time we're going to take our awareness to some energy centers. So as you breathe out, your awareness is at the heart center, between the shoulder blades, middle of the chest. Breathing in, take the awareness to the throat. Breathing out, awareness goes to the coccyx bone. As you breathe in, right foot steps back, awareness at the eyebrow center. And breathing out to the summit, awareness at the throat. Continue to breathe out and drop. Awareness goes to the navel. As you breathe in, awareness goes to the coccyx bone. Breathing out to the summit, awareness at the throat. As you breathe in, left foot steps forward, awareness at the eyebrow center. As you breathe out, awareness goes to the coccyx. Breathing in, awareness to the pit of the throat. And breathing out, take the awareness to the heart center between the shoulder blades. Second half, breathing in, awareness at the throat. Breathing out, awareness at the coccyx. As you breathe in, left foot back, awareness at the eyebrow center. As you breathe out, awareness at the throat. Continue to breathe out and drop, awareness at the navel. Breathing in, take the awareness to the coccyx. Breathing out to the summit, awareness at the throat. As you breathe in, right foot steps forward, awareness at the eyebrow center. Breathing out, awareness at the coccyx. Breathing in, awareness at the throat. And breathing out, take the awareness to the heart center. And then lying down in the Shavasana pose, the corpse pose, immediately after completing. And just relax. Take a deep breath. And breathe out fully. Again, another deep breath. And breathing out fully. And just follow the flow of the breath. Let the breath return to normal on its own.